Without further ado, let us put our hands together to welcome our TR90 consultant, Miss Apple Lim.
Wow. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, so how are you guys feeling today? All right, so my name is Apple. Yeah, so let's welcome all the new friends and old friends, right, to our TR90 day today. And thank you for the awesome introduction by our ever energetic MC, right, Dave? All right, give you a round of applause, okay? So before I start the session, right, can I ask all the audience today, right? We have 130, plus people here. A simple question, I hope all of you can respond to me, right? In the chat box below. Yeah, who and which of you, right, actually has been attending, right, our TR90 day for more than one time? Can you type one in the chat box? Let me see. How many of you attended more than one time, the TR90 day, right? You type one in the chat box. Yeah. So I think, right, we have many old friends, joining us today also, isn't it? So for new friends, right, you may be wondering, why do we have people, right, keep coming back, to the classes, right? Because, right, the more classes, right, you come back and attend, right, for the TR90 day, the better you can slim down, in 3 months' time. Yeah, for those who have completed, right, you have completed your TR90, by coming back to TR90, after, you will get different tips, right, from different consultants, from different sharers, and you can even maintain well or get better, even better result. So how do I came into New Skin as a full-time consultant? You want to know or not? Yeah, just like Dave, right, mentioned earlier on, I was a dietitian working in Singapore, in one of the nutrition consultancy company. Yeah, so my job, is to give consultation. I consult people, how to eat right, how to exercise right, and share my nutritional knowledge, of what I have learned. So, I came to know about, H-Log TR90 because of one guy. Okay, this guy is actually my boyfriend, is Chichai. Yeah, so anyone like my boyfriend before, Chichai, he used to run. Okay, he used to run every day. All right. And then he controlled his diet, right? Because he wanted to slim down, especially his tummy. And, he only slimmed down 3 kg, all right, in 4 months. And he jog and go and run, right? He go and run every day. Yeah. So, when you're looking back this photo, right, what do you see? Do you see, and not, I think beside the big tummy, right? Do you see the look also very lethargic, also like very haggard like that? Yeah. So his friend, Emily, actually introduced him a set of TR90 back then. Yeah, so I think through a set of TR90 in just 90 days, right, you can see his transformation. He's not only slimmed down, all right, he's not only slimmed down, but I think you guys will be agreed with me, right? For that 3 months, okay, he looked even younger and he looked more energetic, right? I think the best part for me is actually his visceral fat is actually reduced as well. Yeah, so because of my boyfriend, right, who started on TR90, so as a girlfriend who is a big skeptics, right, about supplements, I went to do my own research. I go and studies, right? What is TR90? What is H-Log technology? So yes, I also convinced myself, right, and decided to help myself with a TR90 too. Yeah, because my previous job, right, back then in Singapore, I have a very irregular, meal timing, because I need to run right here and there, right, to give talk, to meet my clients for consultation. Yeah, so through a set of TR90, I'm very blessed. I'm very grateful to say that, right? It helped me, right? It really helped me to solve, right, my gastric and bloated issue. Yeah, so again, right, because I helped myself, I benefited from it. The first person that I wanted to help, right, is the person I love the most. It's actually none other than my mom. Yeah, so I also helped my mom to start a set of TR90 because my mom, right, she always complained to me about her weight, keep increasing. Yeah, after giving birth, especially. Yeah, so you know what I did, right? I just asked her last time, right? I just asked her, Ma, exercise more. Okay, don't eat this, don't eat that, control this, control that. But obviously, right, it doesn't really help her. Yeah, so but through a set of TR90, right, you say, wow, you see, right, I'm also very amazed. She really find back, her body figures. And, she even become younger, without much exercises. Yeah. So after my mom, there's another Madam Lim. All right. This is actually Chichai, my boyfriend mom. All right. So Chichai Mara also threw a set of TR90, right? Her leg pain also actually resolved already. And she got no more leg pain. So you can see, right, another happy mommy, right, you know, wearing very nice, you know, dress, and then, you know, pose and ask us to take a picture. Isn't it very happy, you know, to see our mom, right, to be happy and also healthy? Yeah, if you agree with me, right, you know, please type 1 in the chat box as well. Yeah, so this is another of my friend, you know, I wanted to show you guys. So you can see there's the health report right down there. Yeah, so you can see, right, you know, this is a daddy for 2 kids, very young, you know, the kids very young. And this guy also, my friend, right, also very young daddy. Yeah, but you can see, right, you know, his triglyceride, right, before starting the TR90, right, it's actually cannot detect. You know, there's an indication there actually mentioned, right, triglyceride actually too high until cannot detect. Yeah, I think it's very scary. Yeah, so but through a set of TR90, right, you can see, right, you know, not just her cholesterol back to normal, but her triglyceride level also improved a lot. But you can see her transformation, right, from uncle to oppa, you know. Yeah, and then he really liked to took selfie for me and send to me, you know, to show off his body figure right now. Yeah, so this is another of my friend. Yeah, this is Li Ying. Yeah, and this lady, right, very special. You know why? Because, right, when I first shared TR90 with her, right, she rejected me, right? She rejected me. But you know, the reason why she started on TR90, right, because she got asthma. And one day, right, she was being admitted, you know, into the hospital. And then, right, then she decided, right, since then she decided to actually, you know, to transform herself, you know, to do it for her health. Yeah, but through a set of TR90, this is a transformation for the size, you know, XXL, you know, to now M can fit into, you know, the smaller, the skinny jeans, you know, the smaller jeans. Yeah, and I think the best part is actually, right, she no longer need to use the Ventolin, yeah, for her asthma anymore. So I think, isn't it very, you know, happy to see all your friends, family, and your loved one transform? Yeah, I think I'm not sure about you, but me, yes, yes. Yeah, so yes, coming into this topic, right, you know, if you ask me, right, what is TR90? Yeah, TR90 is really, right, a set of, you know, the program that really transform everyone, you know. This is the reason, right, you know, I came into this business and wanted, right, to help more people. And any of your loved one, right, you know, I just wanted to ask all of you, right, any of your loved one or your friends, right, have similar condition like my friends, you know, just now the friends that actually I shared with you all, you know, please really, after your understanding, right, what is this TR90 program is all about, right, please do not compromise to share with them, right, about this program. All right, yeah, so let's start, you know, the session. Okay, so if you look, you know, this 4 picture, I believe every one of you, right, you know what is this, you know what is this, sorry, this picture. Okay, sorry, yeah, you all know what is this picture is all about, right? Okay, this is the wedding machine, right? Wedding machine. Any one of you have this in your bathroom? Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people have this machine, right? Yeah, so today, right, you know, all of you who attended this class, right, because maybe you are struggle to overcome your weight problems, right? But do bear in mind, right, you know, transformation. Yeah, transformation is more than just a number on the scale itself. Yeah, so because why is it so, right? You look at this 4 picture here. So, you know, we have to understand, right, you know, our weight doesn't mean anything. Yeah, our weight doesn't mean anything. When you look at these 2 girls, right, both having same weight, both having the same height, right? Which one look better? Which one do you prefer? Girl, tell me, the left one or the right one? Yeah, do you prefer the 53 kg, you know, on the left? Or do you prefer the 53 kg on the right? Okay, for guys, same for the guys. All right. So, you know, isn't it, you know, everyone, you will prefer the 6-pack guy, right? I think for ladies, you surely will agree with me one. Yeah. So all we want is the body, better body shape, because, right, when we go out, right, you know, people won't ask you about, hey, what's your weight? Yeah, people will see your physics, right? Whether you are slim, whether you are fit, you know, whether you are obese or not. Yeah. So there are some indicators, right, for our weight and height. So as you can see from here, right, one of these is actually BMI, we call it body mass index. And this, right, BMI is use our body weight and also our body height, right, to estimate a healthy body weight. So this, right, is a measurement whether we are overweight, you know, or we are obese. Okay. So if you are below 18.5, okay, what does it show? So it shows that, right, you know, you are at a risk, right, of malnutrition, and you have a high risk of osteoporosis. So, you know, being underweight also not good. Okay, so yeah, the healthy BMI range, right, should be in between, right, 18.5 to 22.9. Okay, so again, right, I want to show you this. Another indicator is this body fat percentage. All right, the body fats are actually, it's actually under our skin. All right, tummy, the arms and thigh area. So what, as considered, right, as a fitness level for female. Okay, in between, right, 21% to 26%. So anything above, right, 26%, right, is actually considered over fats. So for male, right, if you are between 18% to 24%, right, you are okay, you are considered fitness level. But everything above, right, 24%, right, is considered over fat. So, this body fat percentage, right, actually determines our body shaping as well. As you can see, with all the photo, at the side, which one do you want? What's your goal? What's your fitness goal? Okay, so you can tell your friends later on, right? Okay, so I want to share with you, this is something that actually very important, what affecting our health, and which is also most of us, right, are concerned, right, is actually this thing called visceral fat. And visceral fats, right, is actually the internal fats surrounding, right, our internal organs and also our abdomen area. So this one, right, the visceral were actually the main cause, right, for the blockage of our blood vessel. Okay, so in fact, right, high level of visceral fat, right, is actually will increase the risk, right, heart disease, blood pressure, or diabetes. So, my friend, right, same with my friend, right, the one that actually with high triglyceride level, which I have shown earlier on, right, it's the same because he has a very high, visceral fat. And, let me describe it to you, right, so you can have a better understanding about, what is visceral fat. Visceral fat, right, is like a layer of the blanket. Like when you sleep, right, you will cover the blanket, right? What if, right, you cover, 2 layers of blanket when you sleep tonight? How do you feel? Maybe you will feel still okay, right? So what if, right, today I'm asking you, right, tonight when you sleep, right, you cover 4 layers of your blanket. Tell me, how do you feel? All right, maybe you're still okay, not bad, okay, maybe a bit heaty, all right, feel a bit, warm, all right. What if, 5 layers, 10 layers, or 20 layers of blanket? I think you'll feel very bad, right? Cannot breathe, or maybe you feel very suffocated. So visceral fat, right, it's like a blanket. It's like a layer of the fats, right, covering over our internal organs. So, just like, a lot of people, you can hear they're suffering for fatty liver. Yeah, this is the reason. Yeah, so most of the reason, right, is because of this. Okay, the health reason is because of this called high visceral fats. And why, right, this high visceral fat, right, I want to mention, more, emphasis more to all of you, right? Because this is so dangerous, right? And it cannot remove by liposuction. And a lot of people, right, they are asking, I have been exercising, maybe your friend has been telling you, or you have been telling your friend, I have been exercising, I have been on diet. Why? I still couldn't, lose weight, or even, right, when I lose weight, right, once I stop exercising, everything will go back to the same. So the reason, right, is because, I want to reveal the secret to all of you. It's because, right, you didn't tackle this, the visceral fat. And this visceral fat is like a bank. When you put deposit in the bank, right, what will you get? The bank will give you, the more interest, right? So if you don't get rid of this visceral fat, the visceral fat will give you more interest in terms of the fat itself. So it will deposit, fats, all around our body. And then that's the reason why, right, it is so difficult for you to slim down. Okay, so I hope all of you can understand, right, this part. Yeah, so, high body fat is actually a root cause for many diseases like high cholesterol, sleep apnea, high blood sugar, high blood pressure, and maybe, the menses imbalance, all right, cancer, asthma, okay, just like my friends, all right, arthritis. Okay, these are the consequences of high body fat. And a lot of people, they may say, I'm fat. Maybe people maybe tell you, I'm fat, but I'm happy. Go or not? Go or not? People telling you, I'm fat, but I'm happy. But the fact is that, right, according to, WHO, obesity is actually a disease. And we all should, right, take care of our own health. Yeah. So let's look at this, what causes obesity. I think you must be very interested. Okay. The first thing, okay, is actually muscle loss due to aging. Okay, so do you know that, right? Our muscle, right? Every year, we are losing at least 1.2% of the muscle when we age. So when our muscle actually drop, right, what happened to our metabolism? Our metabolism will also drop as well. That's why, right, our body fat start to build out. All right, second reason, okay, any one of you like to eat supper? Okay, you don't need to tell me here, okay, but you know yourself, do and self-check yourself, right? Any one of you like to eat supper? Okay, or maybe your work, right, very stressed, or maybe you are being a doctor, you are being a nurses, or you are working in a healthcare professional, or maybe a frontliner right now. They are all very stressed. Okay, so when you stress, what you do? You are tend to eat more, you're craving for more high fat foods, you're craving for more snacking. Yeah, this is what happening. Okay, or any one of you like to eat high calories food, okay, like nasi lemak, fried chicken, KFC. All right, so I believe, right, we have many mommy here, right? I think a lot of people saying that, telling me, Apple, once you give birth, right, you sure will gain, right, at least 10 kg. I think we all should give a round of applause, right, to all the mummies here. I believe there are mummies here. Okay, so even those today is Father's Day, okay, we should give a round of applause to the father as well. Okay, yeah. So again, what else? Lack of physical activity, lazy to do exercise. Okay, I don't think it's lazy to do exercise, but I think it's too busy at work until after you come back home and you're too tired to exercise already. Yeah, agree with me? Yeah, so I think next one. Okay, I think some people, maybe their working schedule inconsistent like myself. We don't eat on time and then we starve and then we follow by, overeating the next meal. Okay, the next one, people who do everything the wrong, wrong method. You'll use wrong method or improper weight loss method just to slim down. Okay, so this reason are the one that actually causes, right, obesity. Okay, so let's look at this one. Okay, have you actually noticed, right, from the moment you graduated from school, right, okay, until all the way, right, you started to work, okay, with stress lah, with the lifestyle, right, or maybe not so healthy eating habits, right, your body shape, right, has become different. Okay, so this is a very good self-reflection of ourselves. So look at ourselves. If you have a mirror in front of you, right, do a self-check. Which one do you belong to right now? Okay, so because, right, of such a market right now, a lot of people are looking for a weight management solution. So we have this slimming technology that leads the way. And in fact, right, AshLock TR90 is actually, right, the very comprehensive program for me. All right, which comprises of these three things, right? Innovative products, all right, innovative product, okay, eating plans, healthy, balanced meal, all right, and then the last one will be exercise. So it is also a revolutionary AshLock technology. Why do I say so, right? Because this one, right, this program, this technology, right, is actually targeted, at the genetic level. Okay, so I just want to share with you, right, this one in more in depth. All right, Nu Skin has actually used this gene chip to identify which are the Eugene cluster that belong, all right, to the weight management. With this gene chip, right, we are able to identify which are the genes, all right, that help us to burn fats, right, build the muscle, and then also, right, to help us, right, increase the body metabolism. Okay, so in fact, right, this gene chip, right, has been used by KKH, all right, to study on child cancer. But Nu Skin, right, has used the gene chips, right, on a study many, many years ago. And this also explains, right, why we are able to find out how to do weight management, right, in the most effective way. Okay, so TR90 has also, has been awarded, right, just like what Dave, our MC, said, right, has been awarded to be the #1 weight management and well-being system, program in both Malaysia and Singapore consecutive for, 3 years.
马来西亚呢是3年和4年连续得到第1名的体重管理计划。
Okay, and Nu Skin, if you don't know, right, Nu Skin has been also featured in Discovery Channel as well. Okay, Discovery Channel, right, is a channel, right, they will only feature, right, the technology that can help the human breakthrough. And, this AshLock technology is actually a genetic technology, right, that, Discovery Channel has been featured, not just the technology, but Discovery Channel also featured, right, our scientists. Okay, so this actually really tell, right, the credential of our TR90 and also AshLock TR90. Okay, so this is actually really a breakthrough, okay, in terms of the weight management and well-being and also body shaping system. Like I mentioned, our scientists, right, actually, has identified, which are the 3 Eugene cluster, okay, that helps in weight management. So the first gene, right, is actually the fat metabolism Eugene cluster. I just want you all to visualize or recall back, okay, when you are younger, all right, okay, our fat metabolism gene, right, is actually younger, okay, just like, the machine. Okay, when we are younger, our metabolism is actually better. But we are getting older, right? The metabolism rate will start to drop. So TR90, right, will help to reverse, all right, reverse the youth of this gene, right, and help us to gain back, the healthy metabolism rate. So as well as this, the limb muscle Eugene cluster, no matter how much you eat, right, when you are young, okay, agree with me or not, maybe you are still able to maintain, right, your body shape very well. But, even you eat a lot, you still can maintain one during your young age. So yeah, why is it so? Yeah, because, right, when we are young, right, our limb muscle, right, gene, right, is still very healthy. And we can build muscle very fast, okay, to reduce the fat. When we're getting older, right, when we start to age, right, maybe above 25, above 30 years old, right, even we eat little or just drinking water, we start to gain fat. Got such experience or not? Yeah, so can put one, right, if you have such experience. Yeah, so with TR90, right, it helps to revise, right, this gene, okay, and make this gene, right, younger again. Okay, and then the last one is actually the appetite control. So the layman term, right, I will use to like to describe this, right? Okay, it's called craving gene. Okay, we eat sometimes not because we are hungry. Okay, we eat sometimes, right, because of the stress craving. So TR90 will help, right, in control the craving as well. So this is the five key feature of TR90. The first one, you no need to starve. You no need to starve, and you cannot starve. Okay, and the second, no need vigorous exercise, because some people, right, with health condition, they actually, they maybe cannot, not suitable, to do exercise, because this will cause more harm to their health, Yeah, and then third one, guarantee no side effect. Okay, if there's side effect, I think, I won't get my boyfriend, I will let my mom, all right, to actually start on it. Yeah, and then the fourth one, okay, you will get healthier after fat loss because of visceral fats, and TR90 is tackled also on the visceral fats. And then the fifth one, all right, is actually no rebounds. Your result will be sustainable. Okay, so once again, why do I say so, right? TR90 is actually, it's not just a product. It's not just a slimming product itself. This is actually, right, the weight management and well-being program. So let's take a look at the product, right? TR90 actually consists of 5 products in the system. All right, so I will introduce to you one by one. All right, so the first one, all right, is the Jumpstart. All right, it's called TR90 Jumpstart. So this TR90 Jumpstart, right, is for you, right, to take it, right, every morning for the first 15 days. Okay, so this, right, the function is to help us to get ready, right, for our weight management program for the next 90 days. So, all right, this is like, right, you are starting your body engine, like you're starting your car engine, right? You never drive a car already, you need to start the engine. So same goes to our body. So it helps us, right, to increase our metabolism. So how to make it, right? Very simple. Okay, you just need to mix with 300 ml of water, room temperature water, and then you just mix it and then you just drink it. Okay, so take a look at this, the ingredients. Okay, so when you see, right, when you look at the first ingredient, right, the saffron. Yeah, anyone of you know saffron? Actually, saffron, right, is the most precious, right, herbs in the world. And saffron, right, the function, right, can actually help us to stabilize our mood. So, when your mood will become better, and when you are taking TR90, right, you will feel no stress one. You will very enjoy the process. Yeah, for those people who are maybe undergoing TR90, right, you will be agree with me. You will feel like, very enjoy, and my mood, right, will become better. Okay, yeah, so next one is called TR90 Complex. So it helps us, right, to get back, right, the healthy metabolism rate, and also, right, to maintain that important limb muscle. So what to do, right, is actually to take 2 capsules, 15 to 20 minutes before your breakfast and before your dinner. That's it. Yeah, so when you can look at this, right, all the ingredients here, you can see a lot of fruits and a lot of vegetable. Yeah, so you may be asking me, telling me, Apple, all these fruits and vegetable, right, they are easily available in the supermarket. I can just, need to go, supermarket, and buy those ingredients. Maybe just blend it myself and then drink it and eat it every day. Yeah, right. Is it that simple? No, yeah, if actually, if this can be so simple, right? I think, right, it won't be so many people having weight management program already. Yeah, isn't it? So, because the scientists actually source the best ingredient and also extract, only active ingredient. Okay, so don't rush the supermarket, right, and go and buy it. It doesn't work that way one. Yeah. Okay, so next one is called TR90 control. Yeah, and this right, the components actually help to control your appetite and also improve your mood. Okay, so when you're going there, right, going through the program, you will feel very determined, and you won't be tempted, right, by char kway teow lah, the tidbits, right, the fried goreng pisang, right, that you are craving, you want. Okay, so so I just want to clarify one thing, right? To control your appetite, right? It doesn't mean, right, you don't feel hungry. You will still feel hungry. Okay, so but it will help you, right, to control the craving itself. Yeah, so it will also help you, right? One best thing is actually it will help you to happy, to keep you happy during the program. Yeah, so this is the TR90, the control. So next one is actually the Trin Shake. So Trin Shake, right? TR90 Trin Shake actually control, right, the high quality whey protein actually help us, right, to build the muscle, okay, during this 90 days. And it also, right, it is also a very good meal replacement. So it has two flavors, chocolate or vanilla. Okay, so yes, our TR90, right, Trin Shake has also been awarded, to be the Monday Selection Gold Award among all the brands, all the Trin Shake brands in the market itself. So that's why many of my customer or my client, my friends say, right, hey, this Trin Shake is the best Trin Shake, right? BTS, all right, best Trin Shake, right? From what previous brand I have ever drank. Yeah. So if you don't believe me, right, go and try it yourself. Yeah. So the last thing, yeah, okay, this is a life pack. So life pack, right, is a multivitamin. It's a very high antioxidant. So it provides, right, essential nutrients during the weight management program. So, right, so every meal, what you need to do, you just need to take one pack, after your breakfast and after your dinner. That's it. So I really love life pack. You know why? Yeah, because, right, it gives me, right, what my body needed, the sufficient nutrients. So yeah, so do you know that, maybe I throw a question to all of you, right? Do you know, right, how much vegetable and fruits, right, we should eat every day? Only consider enough. You all can respond in the chat box itself. Okay, so it's actually 2 big trolley. All right, one day, adult, right, should eat 2 big trolley of fruit and vegetable. So you know that the big, okay, supermarket trolley. So even for myself, right, honestly speaking, right, it's very difficult, right, for me to fulfill that much a daily intake. So life pack is actually the best way. Yeah. So yes, what's the difference between TR90 weight management system and the traditional weight loss? So traditional weight loss, right? That maybe you go to the slimming center, or maybe you're going running, or maybe you control a diet, right? This is what happened. In the process of slimming down, right, you may be reducing your muscle. Let's take a look again, right? You may be reducing your muscle, yeah, and together with your weight and also your body fat, and your metabolism rate will go down. So that's why, right, when you stop it, you stop anything you're doing, it will rebound back. Okay, so what about Ashlock? All right, Ashlock TR90, right? Okay, so the difference is that it helps us, right, to reduce the body fat, but at the same time, right, it helps to increase the lean muscle mass. So that's why, right, even after 90 days, right, actually no rebounds, because, right, muscle can burn more calories. And when your muscle is actually built up, it will increase your body metabolism rate. Yeah, just like your younger age. So even you eat a little bit more, than usual, right, you will be able to get on track very easily already. Yeah, so I think, right, whether should take TR90 or not, right, there's one big concern, right, for me, it's actually the safety. Yeah, so do you know that, right, actually, right, New Skin also, right, has this, right, 6S quality control, right, for all the supplement, not just TR90. So yeah, the supplement, right, actually not just, the supplement, right, in the market, right, actually no need to go through 6S quality control one. Yeah, they only, right, required to go through 4S. But, New Skin, right, why is it insist, right, all the supplement, right, have to go through this 6S quality control, right? Because, right, New Skin want to ensure, the consumer health. Okay, so with this 6S, right, I'm very confident to say, taking New Skin supplement, right, are even safer, right, than taking the natural product outside. So yeah, so other than that, right, and TR90, this program, and has also listed in the physician desk reference. And you know that, right? Being listed in this, right, is a medical Bible in US. Okay, you need to be two criteria to fulfill two criteria. First, okay, you have to make sure this is safe. All right. Second, you have to make sure, right, this program is effective. So in US, right, when you go and see doctors and you want to find ways, right, to slim down, right, doctor will use, and based on this physician desk reference, right, the doctors can prescribe you TR90, in US. Yeah. So yeah, I think this is something very amazing. Why? Yeah. So again, right, I think this part, I wanted to bring out to you a special guest. Okay. So today, right, I also, invited a special guest to share with us. And she is someone very friendly for me, okay, as a person, and very generous, right, to share her knowledge and also her passion. So being a professor, she is not a medical doctor, but she has also produced, right, countless of medical doctors back then in a professional career. So being a pharmacologist by training, so that in Prof Zai, right, research about the relationship between gene and also disease. So she's not a person believed in supplement and Ashlock like me myself, but until she read and studied about Ashlock and the PDR, the physician desk reference, yeah. So moreover, right, herself and also her entire family, right, also totally transformed as they took a leap, right, took a faith of leap, right, to start TR90. So, and now, right, we are really pleased, right, to invite, that team Prof Zai, to share with us, right, her understanding and also her story. All right. So shall we give a round of applause to Datin Prof Zai? Over to you, Datin.
Right. Thank you, Apple. And hi, everyone. Okay, Apple, when you mentioned the physician desk reference, the PDR, that really resonated with me because before I started TR90 and I was informed that all the products of TR90 are listed in the PDR, I really seriously decided that TR90 is something that I can consider taking. Now, why is it? Okay, why do I think that it is so important, this thing about being in the PDR? Okay, now for that, I need to share a little bit about my background, okay? Now, I am 64 years old, okay? And I've retired, okay? And I've worked.
I can hear you on computer.
All right, okay.
I
You go back
heard you
here.
on computer.
Okay, okay, so I'm sorry again, I'm sorry, that's my grandson. I worked for 46 years as a lecturer at the top university in Malaysia. And I retired 5 years ago as a professor of pharmacology. How was I introduced to TR90 then? Actually, it was my former student, okay? My former student introduced to me. At that time, I actually had some medical issues. I had, me and my husband, we both had high blood pressure and we had high cholesterol. And for my husband, he actually also had knee problem. And for a year, he wasn't playing golf. And, for my husband, who's been playing golf for 30, 40 years, that was really a big deal, okay? And in addition, my husband also had stent. So I thought, okay, something like a program that could reduce our weight, that would be quite good. But generally, we were living quite a healthy lifestyle, actually, I would say, okay, for over 60-year-olds, right? I was actually on intermittent fasting and I go to the gym quite often. I go to something called CrossFit 55. I don't think many people do that at my age. I go to the gym and work out. I take my 10,000 steps. But one thing that didn't happen was I did not lose weight. Oh dear, okay? So when Sun Yi, Dr. Tan, he first shared on TR90 and mentioned about exercises and diet, okay, I thought, okay, I can do that, but it didn't work for me, not much anyway. But he also mentioned about supplements. And when he did that, I sort of hesitated. However, because of my training as a professor of pharmacology, I knew that there was nothing wrong with supplements, okay? I knew for a fact that with supplements, different from drugs, supplements are actually considered by the FDA as food, okay? It's a food, so you don't really need to undergo clinical trials or whatever because it's actually a food product. So I know about that, but still I actually want assurance that the supplements are okay, it will work and so on. And then when he mentioned about this PDR, the physician desk reference, that made a lot of sense to me, okay? Because I know for a fact that the physician desk reference, it is the most recognized drug information reference in the US, okay? Because the information that is in that PDR, it is legally mandated information, legally. That means, you know, if you try and be funny and put something and make some claims that, you know, that it, yeah, so you can't. So it is legally mandated, and it really meant something to me with my training as a pharmacologist. Okay, and then when I heard that all the products of the TR90 is in the PDR, I was impressed. And I was told that it's the first supplements that are actually put in the PDR those many years ago. Okay, now the second thing that Dr. Tan Soon Yee told me was the fact that TR90, it is approved by the US Olympic Committee. Wow, that really made a lot of, I was impressed. I was really impressed. And when I read further, New Skin, well, you know, this is New Skin. New Skin is actually the sponsor for the 2002 Olympics. Wow, that means, you know, athletes, you know, can actually take the supplements without jeopardizing their career. Now, what does that mean to me as a pharmacologist? That means these have got no anabolic steroids. They've got no diuretics. They've got no narcotics, no, you know, hormones and things like that. So it's very, very good. So that is why both my husband and I, we then started on the TR90. And eventually, actually, my whole family went on TR90. And I think, you know, yes, the picture over there, the top one in orange is me before and after TR90. The one at the bottom left is my son-in-law, Afiq, okay, who just recently completed his. He now can fit into his batik shirt very nicely. My husband, you know, last Hari Raya, he was in that red baju Raya, and yeah, and then proudly showing off his muscles, you know, at the end of it, because, and this is another amazing thing, you know, we are both over 60s, we're supposed to be losing muscles, but yet, you know, over the 90 days period, he actually put on muscles, all right? And that's, of course, my daughter, Isian, okay? She's actually also very active in New Skin nowadays. Now, the thing about Isian, she wasn't that big, okay, but it managed to overhaul her body, okay, her hormones and everything. And that's how I see it, because of periods started to be regular, whereas it wasn't before. Okay, so this transformation, okay, for me and my husband, our blood pressure normalized. My husband's knee problem was solved because, you know, after that, shortly, I mean, after we finished, he was actually managing to play golf, you know, something that even I was, you know, quite teary-eyed because, you know, it's something that he loves. He's more energetic. And the thing about this TR90 is actually it is habit forming, okay? Not only about the kind of food that we eat, also when we eat, okay, and so on. Now, just towards the end, just want to mention that what happened to my husband, okay, in the last few weeks, something happened in that he was COVID positive. Okay, which is right. Now, what I want to tell you is that, well, he was COVID positive, but his symptoms weren't at all bad. He just had a fever, okay? Towards the end, he had a slight pneumonia, but nothing bad, no breathlessness or whatever. And when the whole family sat down and think about it, thank God that he actually went on this health journey. Thank God, because, you know, him losing 10 kilograms, you know, and him normalizing his blood pressure, you know, all of those comorbidities that you hear about, and, you know, and worse, you know, and the death that occurs, they were all that, obesity, high blood pressure and all that. And okay, for me, you know, it was because he was in this great state of health, okay, that he was able to face this COVID very, very well. So, you know, my message at the end of it is this, okay? I'm sorry, I took a bit more time in that, okay, my training as a pharmacologist, I found that it is very, very safe. All right. If not, I would not have my whole family be on it. All right. I've only got 2 children, and both of them, and then their spouses are on it. But the fact is, we all feel fit and healthy, okay, and that is the message, okay, the whole family. So what I want, urge you all to do that. This is it. This is a very good weight management program. All of us lost weight, okay? And all of us, we got healthy. And from what I was saying that, if we can do this, even at the young age of my children over 30s, we can do that now. We delay all those chronic problems in later life. You know how much money we would save by not being on medication, and all the kidney and liver would actually be quite nicely taken care of, because, you won't need to be on drugs all this while. Then this is it. This is a very good weight management product and program. And so I urge all of you who are just on the fence, shall I start it? Shall I not start it? To actually go for it. So thank you very much, Apple. So so I hope that what I've said has benefited some of you. Thank you.
Wow. All right. So thank you so much, right, for the fantastic sharing by, our Datin Prof Zai. All right. Once again, can you all give her a round of applause? All right. Fantastic, right? And also her whole family's transformation. Yeah. So from her sharing, right, what do you all got? Actually, there are a lot of common approaches, right? Slimming pills lah, control diet lah, exercise. Very common, maybe intermittent fasting level until I have been through. Keto diet, right? I just want to do comparison to you, right? To see, this common brand in the market itself, comparing TR90, all right, U brand, Air brand, and also Hash brand. So, the concerning area for me, right, is actually the safety. So it has been also, right, proven that, right, TR90 is the safest, and also, right, the efficacy is very, very strong. So that's why, right, it became the #1 in Singapore and South Malaysia, and there's no yo-yo effect has been proven. Yeah. So however, right, for other brands, there's also no established clinical studies and also no strong statistic, right, to prove that. So let's look at these two brands, okay, TR90 and also Hash brand. So, TR90 focusing, right, on reducing the body fats and enhance the body figures. Whereas, right, on the other hand, Hash brand, right, only focus, right, on reduce the weight. Okay, TR90, when you're going through this program, you won't feel hunger. All right, you won't feel hunger. Okay, and by Hash brand, because you only take meal replacement, all right, and then you will get hungry very easily. So for on the other hand, right, TR90, when you go through, right, you feel very happy. But now I just see someone actually commented, right, you feel very happy, stress-free, because you still can eat normal. Okay, whereas, right, for Hash brand, some people telling me very stressed, very depressed, and then it turned out, right, eat more in the next meal. Yeah. So yeah, TR90 focusing on effective weight management. Hash brand, maybe you can see a very quick result or maybe quick drop in kg, but do bear in mind, it also can give you quick regain back in terms of your weight as well. So other than that, TR90, it helps you to enjoy the healthy weight management for life. It's sustainable, it's for long term. All right. Whereas for Hash brand, right, so it's actually unhealthy slimming, all right, may cause kidney failure as well. Okay, so TR90, okay, you just need to choose your food wisely and then follow the 3-3-3-3 diet rule, all right, and you will enjoy the food, without gaining weight at the same time. But Hash brand, right, you cannot enjoy the food and you need to depend solely on meal replacement. Okay, so after I sharing so many, right, in summary, right, other slimming method, right, they may help you to reduce your weight. But how can you be sure, right, they won't help you to, reduce your muscle and also reduce your health as well. So, right, have to be very mindful. Okay, so upcoming, right, we have fantastic TR90 testimonial sharing, all right, the live testimonial sharing, yeah. So how they have benefited from TR90 program itself, So, the first, testimonial sharer that I wanted to bring out is actually, a guy, all right, a guy, which is a father for 2 kids. Okay, so anyone like him before, right, exercised a lot, but still couldn't actually achieve his weight goal. Yeah, so I think you all want to listen from him, right? Okay, so without further ado, let's welcome Eugene. Over to you, Eugene.
All right, thank you very much, Apple. So to all the fathers out there, happy Father's Day. You just heard that I'm a father of 2. So let me get straight to my sharing. Thank you for the opportunity. So I've always wanted to lose weight, and I've always been very active. I work out very intensely, almost 5 to 6 times a week, in fact. So I'm not even sure to this day if I was overtraining, but this was how fit that I was trying to get and trying to lose weight most of all. But unfortunately, with my eating habits and and my lack of knowledge of how to go about it, I was not getting any progress in losing weight, no matter how active I was, no matter how rigorous I was. And like I mentioned, 6 times a week, high intensity interval training. I did all that and still I wasn't losing weight. And on top of that, I had actual health issues such as high blood pressure as well. And that my wife, who is a doctor, by the way, said that if I continued having, I would actually have to start on medication. So I was young, I was only like 28 and I was already having all these issues. And she told me what were the problems if I continue having high blood pressure, as I aged. So what got me interested in wanting to do it was because I wanted my health back and I knew that something had to change. And then my friend, a very close friend of mine, started doing this, and he had known that I had always been concerned for his health because he was a fairly large person and I was moderately, but I was still unhealthy. So when he started it, I was a bit skeptical. I wasn't convinced. I was skeptical because it was like, first of all, it was so expensive and like, how is this going to work? Because, there's so many other diet programs out there. But then as I was told about the science behind it, the age-lock science, and the fact that it was sustainable, unlike a lot of other products that, guaranteed that you would lose weight, but they could never really explain what happened after you lose all that weight. Because that was also my struggle, right? That I would try some other things and I would lose weight, not much, but I would lose weight. But also you have to think about what kind of weight are you using. So you might get yourself on a weighing measurer, and even though you're losing weight, you're not sure whether it's water or is it actually body fat. And that's really what it's about. You need to be losing body fat. And I knew that. I had seen so many interviews, especially you see all these movies nowadays, especially those superhero movies, and all these actors would talk about what they have to go through and what they have to cut down. So with what I heard about how age-lock worked, and with so many of the interviews that I looked at on these celebrities talking about their diet, I knew that the science was there and it was legit, and that this program was actually sustainable. So that's what really sold me, was that this was sustainable. So I decided to commit because I need to change my lifestyle, how I ate. And just remember that no matter how much workout and exercise you do, you will never see as good a result if you don't change your diet. I think diet, they say, is about 60 to 70% towards what counts towards weight management. And that's a lot. So think of it this way, that if you were to choose between exercising or what you eat as a way of maintaining your weight or losing your weight, always choose eating, because that's way more effective than exercise. I'm not saying don't exercise, but if let's say you had no choice and you had to choose one, the diet part is actually so essential. And that's what I did not know, because I was working out 6 times in a week, hardcore, intense. I did CrossFit. I did all those training, for weight training, cardio training, high intensity interval, jogging, all that, cycling. So I used to eat too much food, too much. So what I experienced with TR90 was that it was very humane. I have to admit, the first week was probably the most difficult, and not even that terrible. In fact, as difficult as it was, it's only because I was aligning with the program, and it wasn't too long before I got into the rhythm and into the habit. So I like what the doctor just said just now, that it's about forming a habit. So I've already been on it. I was on it for 90 days, and I started July of last year. So yeah, just to let you know that even when I was on it, I was so tempted to try other things, but I didn't. I told myself, no, I'm going to stick to this. I'm not going to try like keto or fasting or juicing fast, all those other things that are out there. I told myself, stick to the program. And when I started, I was at 86 kg with 16 visceral fat with very high body fat. And my waist measured at 38 inches. All right. And in 3 months, all right, in 90 days, I lost 4.8 kg of body fat. 4.8 kg of body fat. If you have the time, just go online and just check body fat image, and it will show you what an actual 5 pound of body fat looks like. So about 4.8 kg of body fat, it's a lot. It's not just within your waist, it's all around your body, your neck, and the transformation, as you would see when you look at the pictures especially, is really amazing. And on top of that, how you feel, you get more energetic. And it's basically what I wanted. And yeah, in 3 months, actually my high blood pressure went down. After so many years, probably 4-5 years of just constant high blood pressure, it finally went down. And I always attributed it to my high visceral fat and my body fat. So as of today, in 2 weeks' time, it will be a year since I started TR90. And as of today, I'm at 10.5 visceral fat, which is still not at the healthy level, but I'm getting there. And that's my goal and that's my target. And I've lost 8.6 kg of body fat. I know it says 8.49. That was a week, 2 weeks ago, but now as of today, I've lost 8.6 kg of body fat. So I've lost even more as the 90 days have ended because I've stuck to the habit, I've stuck to the routine, and it's humane, as I mentioned. And it's incredible because I used to eat so much food. And as you kind of align yourself to the program, you realize that your stomach shrinks, obviously, because you're losing so much weight. And it's getting back to the shape and of where it's supposed to be in a healthy state that it's supposed to be. And you're not meant to eat as much food as your body is supposed to. And your body knows it will adapt, it will transform. And I lost 5 inches off my waist. So as of today, I've lost 8.6 kg of body fat. I've lost about 12 kg total and lost nearly 5 inches off my waist. So it's based on science, stick to it. I definitely encourage all my friends who have struggled with weight problems to actually start on TR90, win your health back and live a fuller life. Don't fear the change, embrace it. It's much better. And I really strongly encourage you to start on this. So thank you very much. Back to you, Apple.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Eugene. Okay. Isn't it? He look more handsome right now, from the screen itself. Yeah, right. Yeah. So happy Father's Day to you, Eugene. All right. So, after listening to Guy, you want to hear from the lady or not? Okay. So the next sharer, right, I want to introduce to you and bring out to you, right, it's actually a mom. All right. A mom, right, for 2 kids, right? So same, also the mommy also. So many people say, right, after giving birth, right, you will actually, again, at least 10 kg. So let's hear, right? Let's hear from her, right, Jacey, right, all the way from Singapore, right? So over to you, Jacey.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jacey. I'm from Singapore and I'm 36 years old and a mother of 2 daughters. Yeah, I came across TR90 in February 2019 when I first got my first echelon start from my friend, Mengli. He delivered to me and he took the opportunity to share the TR90 to me. That time, I don't feel I need TR90 even though I look like this. Because typical married woman with children, right, normally look like this, a bit chubby and a bit plump, right? And I'm looking for at my mom and my 8 sisters, elder sister, who also look the same as me. So I don't think I need TR90. Actually, until one day I came across some testimonials like me, meet a mother of 2 and maybe 3. It really struck me to think why I need to be like my sisters, why I cannot choose to be a better looking mom for my children. Yeah, therefore I start to embark on TR90 journey in March 2019. Yeah, for the first few weeks, I very, very doubt whether I can really slim down through TR90 because I have a best girlfriend who tried a lot of slimming methods, be it like slimming tea, detox tea, etc., etc. And the last one I know she took H brand. Okay, I noticed her size really changed from XL to S. Then I know that she stopped the program. After that, she bounced back to XL. So I feel like I maybe cannot or can. So but through a similar class as today, right, I learned that actually slim down is not the straight line method. Yeah, as long as we take the supplements and together with the meal plan and the exercise, actually we will definitely slim down. Yeah, so I'm more confident and continue to the program. So through this 90-day program, I managed to slim down 8 kilos with pure body fat 4.3 kilos. Yeah, and the most significant change you can see is my body shape. I get back my body shape. Okay, yeah. So ever since I slimmed down, right, I actually will buy a lot of dresses that fit me very well. Yeah, to show my body shape. Not like last time, I really like to buy a size bigger because, mommy with the children, yeah, we don't need to be so fit tight, right? So we need to buy some dresses that are very comfortable, right? Yeah. So besides, I also feel myself lighter and more energetic and stay very active like my 2 daughters. Yeah. Actually, this month was my 2 years after I completed my TR90. Yeah. 2 years down the road, guess what? I still maintain my body shape and body weight at 55 kilos, Yeah, isn't it amazing? Yeah, actually, I feel like this is a true, is the best investment for myself because it no rebound, 2 years, I no rebound. I'm very blessed because my girlfriend, she has a yo-yo effect. I see she tries so many methods. She also still have yo-yo effect. Until now, I think she's still a big size, while I'm still maintaining, even though now circuit breaker, we work from home the most, we sit down, we mash everything. I'm surprised to see my weight still maintain and my body shape still the same. Yeah, so actually, for those who hesitate to take TR90, actually you, after listening to today's class, make a decision and tell the friends who invite you to this session and to tell them that you are ready to take out TR90. Yeah, okay, that's all my sharing. Thank you for listening, and I hope my story inspired you as well. Okay, thank you. Back to you, Apple.
All right. Okay. I think fantastic sharing, right, Jacey? I think it's very amazing. Like what she shared, right? Even after 2 years, she has stopped the TR90, program. And then, but she still can maintain, I think she wearing the same dress, right? Today, you can see, right? She look even better, correct? Yeah. And then Jacey also mentioned, right? I think during this circuit breaker, in Singapore and also MCO period right now, right? She thought that she will gain weight because, at home, keep eating, right? But, after she started on TR90, right, she even maintained well, still maintaining very well. And then, yeah, I think, right, now is actually the best time to start TR90 right now. Yeah, so again, right, after listening to two sharers, give them a round of applause. Thank you, Eugene and also Jacey, right, for your live testimonial sharing. So I just want to emphasize, right, that the 5 key features of TR90. The first one, you no need to stuff, all right? And then you no need vigorous exercise, guarantee no side effect, and you will be healthier after fat loss. And then last but not least, very, very important, just like all the sharers, it's actually no rebounds in weight. Okay, this is something very important. So, okay, coming into the last topic, how to take TR90 more effectively. So I hope, right, this session, you will actually open out, to give a special attention, all right? And there are 3 factors, all right, for you to achieve your optimal effect. First, right, be patient, all right? Don't be so rushed. Okay, be patient because TR90 is a supplement, just like that thing Prof mentioned. This is not a drug. Okay, so we'll definitely see result. Okay, the key is actually you have to collaborate with your consultant. Okay, so you have to also know that, right? Weight loss, all right, it's not like linear, the kind. It's not like this one straight line. It's no. Okay, the weight loss, right, it's actually like a staircase. Okay, I think for women, right, during our period, our menses time, right, it will actually affect us as well. Our body fat actually go up, a little bit, during our menses cycle. Okay, so this one, I think all women, you all know, right? Yeah. So the second one, be confident in the products because TR90 has been proven, all right, to be effective. Okay. The third one, all right, most important, to trust your TR90 consultant. Because all the TR90 consultant, right, they have been trained professionally. Okay, just trust them. Okay, and follow what they actually tell you to do. Okay, so again, right, this one I won't go through again because this has already repeated. Okay, so 3 shake for you to replace your meal. Okay, and then how to eat. Just now you listen about 3, 3, 3, 3, right? In Chinese we call 散散散散. Okay, any one of you want 散散散散? Any one of you want to be slim? All right, or even slimmer. Okay, I want also. Okay, so this is how to eat, right? 3, 3, 3, 3. So in your plate, right, for your main meal, all right, you take 1 servings, all right, of the carbs. All right, you take another servings, right, or the meat source protein like chicken, like fish, all right, or meats. All right, you take another serving of the plant source protein like tofu, tempeh, eggs. All right, and then you take another servings of the vegetable, any leafy green leafy vegetable will do. Okay, so make a guess, right? This is vegetable or carbohydrates? Yeah. Okay, this is vegetable or carbohydrates? Okay, this is actually a carbohydrates. It's a starchy carbohydrates. So if you want to take all these, right, potatoes lah, jagung lah, okay, pumpkin lah, you have to replace with your rice. Okay. Yeah. So this one, why do I share this with all of you, right? Because now it's a durian season. Okay, I know a lot of durian lover here, right? Type 1, if you are durian lover, you love durian so much. Okay, so it doesn't mean you cannot eat. You still can, but take in moderation. Yeah, because all these, right, are actually the food high in fat and also high in sugar as well. Okay, so the principle of traffic light, green is actually mean go. Okay, you can take every day. Okay, yellow, be careful. All right, take in moderation. And then red color means stop. Okay, you try to avoid it, all right, during the 90 days. So let me show you. Okay, this is a traffic light food. All right, the eggs, depends on the cooking method. Hard boil, pan fry, scramble. Of course, the hard boiled egg, is actually the best lah. Okay, so what about the veggie? So if you go and fry it, become tempura, or maybe you go and steam it or stir fry, it's actually different. The calories is different. Okay, so do you know that, right? If you go and fry your rice, fried rice actually 3 times calories more than the white rice. So really choose wisely, all right. So what about the meats? All right, steam, pan fry, and deep fry. I think definitely all of you know, right? Choose steam is actually the best option. Okay, so what about TR90 breakfast? How to take TR90 breakfast, right? You have 1 serving of carbs, protein, all right, and then fruits. Okay, it can be like this, all right, or it can be like this also, like toasty, and then you plus 2 eggs, and then you can have, your tea or your coffee, also can. Okay, very flexible. So what about TR90 lunch? All right, this is a typical, typical TR90 lunch. Okay, with the right portions. Okay, so it can be like this also, and these are all the customer, my clients, food. Okay, I want to show you this one. Wow, I think very yummy, It doesn't look like you are in a web management program, right? You still can eat like this. Okay, you still can enjoy your food. Okay, so what about TR90 dinner? Okay, dinner usually you replace, okay, your meal with the trin shake, like chocolate or vanilla. Okay, if you're still feeling like hungry, right? Okay, take some salad, take some veggie, or take some fruits. Okay, you still can eat. Okay, yeah, so this is the tips, all right? Eating tips during the 90 days, all right? Strictly no supper, all right? No snack, okay? No carbonated drinks, all right? Drinking alcohol equal to drinking oil, yeah? So do not take bigger portion of food than before, and then have more balanced diet than before, because this, right, will actually help you to form a healthy habit even after 90 days. All right, now coming to the very end of my sharing, the last few slides already, yeah, really most importantly, right, you don't have to record, right, in your food diary, but most importantly, right, really trust your consultant, work closely with your TR90 consultant, and really, I always tell my friend, right, just squeeze your consultant, ask them anything, call them and text them, right, ask them, this one can eat or not, my portion correct or not, because they are there to help you on. And you already decided to invest in your TR90, right? Don't waste it. Really, do together with your consultant, and you definitely will see a very good result. Okay, yeah. So, coming to the end already, if you, okay, today you are looking for a program, a web management program, which require you, right? No need to starve, right? No need a vigorous exercise because maybe you are too busy, or maybe now MCO period, right? Gym is not opening, all right? And you're looking for a program which guarantee no side effect, okay, and really help you to reduce your visceral fats. And then you are looking for a long-term sustainable web management program with no rebounds, okay? So I can assure you, right, okay, TR90 is the only one and the best web management and well-being program, okay, you are looking for. All right, so, that's the end of my sharing today. I hope my sharing can add so many value, to all of you, okay, looking forward, right, to all of your transformation. All right, thank you so much. Pass back to you, Dave.
Right, thanks Apple and also Datim Professor Zai, right, for